So, of course, my favorite topics are liberty and government and economics and politics and stuff like that. But right up there in my favorite topics, if not, and I'm starting to wonder about myself if this isn't my favorite topic. But right up there with my favorite topics is exposing hypocrisy, especially in government and political philosophy, political circles. And I just thought, I've been thinking in conversations I've been having with people lately about a couple of really big hypocrisies. You know, people on the left, the liberals, social liberals, will tell you that they believe abortion should be legal because that's the woman's own body. Now, scientifically and everything, we know that this can't be true. This is two separate human lives. But I love beating people from the position of their own arguments. Uh, and so they say that this fetus is part of the mother. Therefore, it's the mother's property, can be disposed of as she sees fit, whether it means ending the pregnancy, disposing of the fetus, etc., etc. But yet, if you take and cut off your own arm, uh, that's a crime. You take and cut off your own arm, and the ambulance or the local fire and rescue is summoned to your residence, you'll be charged with a crime. Now, why is it something that we all agree, is part of your body, like your arm? You can't dispose of it as you please, but you can't cut it off. Oh, excuse me. But something that is so controversial is whether or not it's even a part of a woman's own body. We want to use that as an excuse of why we definitely should be able to dispose of it as we please. But let's take this example a little bit further. In a very common realm is organ donation, and it's a big deal right now. Organ donation is way down, and organ banks are suffering. Not enough organs in banks, nationwide to meet the demand for organ transplants. And so what some people in libertarian circles have suggested, and imagine this, is that if you actually pay people market value for their organs, you get more of them in there. Remember the old, tired, worn out axiom of high profits bring new entrants into the field. We don't want to admit it, but it's still the way things are. So high profits bring new entrants into the field. You offer people money for their organs, you get more organs. But oh no, Republicans and Democrats alike. But I want to pick on the Democrats because they're the ones that want us to dispose of our organs as we see please, as we see fit. Democrats would rail at the idea. It would be disgusting. Oh, this is human body parts trafficking. This creates a moral hazard where people are incentivized to give up good organs that they may need later on in life. So you can't get the Democrats on that stance because they don't say they believe in the power of the individual. They say they believe in the power of government. So that's not a hypocritical standpoint from that standpoint. But from the standpoint that something can be disposed of, in other words, the fetus, because it's part of the person's own body, now this stands in direct contradiction to this. If it's the person's own body, why can't he just say, hey, I found somebody that wants to buy my liver, For $5,000 or my kidney, I've got a good liver. I don't need it. Oh, $5,000. And I guess it probably brings more than that. But of course, they're total hypocrites. Something that they want to use to justify something that they want, which is free abortions for all. They don't even apply the logic consistently across a broad spectrum of situations. Now let's take Sarah Palin to task. She says, and the Republicans say, that they believe in the power of the individual. But yet and how lower taxes spur our economy. How corporations don't pay taxes. Only individuals pay taxes because they wind up taking the amount of wages and prices for consumers. But yet she's bragging about the deal that she struck between big oil and big government up in Alaska. And is bragging about this partnership where the government is working with private companies to provide this pipeline. Yet, if you look into the details of that deal she struck with Big Oil, it raised their taxes from 22.5% to 25%. She calls this a good thing. And she doesn't realize the contradiction of her own statements that corporations don't pay taxes. Don't you know corporations don't pay taxes? Then why are you out bragging about how you struck a deal? Now, you don't say, oh, we struck a deal to raise taxes on oil companies, 22.5% to 25%, because that's uncouth to say in the Republican Party. You want to say that you want to lower taxes, but you raise taxes, and you think it's a good thing, and you're bragging about how much more money it's bringing into the state of Alaska. When the Republican Party and everybody else knows that when you raise taxes, you get less revenue from those taxes. Total hypocrisy. And that natural gas pipeline that she's so proud of. Oh, it's private business partnering with government. Well, I just thought you said you believe in individuals. Now, a corporation is an arrangement of individual interests in a specific legal format. The government is an arrangement of collective interests, I should say. The government is an arrangement of collective interests. So if you believe in the power of the individual, why do corporations and governments need to work together? The corporation is the arrangement of individual interests. Why not just let them operate on their own? Because see, you don't believe in individuals operating on their own. You believe in government guiding individuals on how they should operate and under what circumstances they're licensed to operate. This whole deal that she struck hinges on a license that she granted this company to build this pipeline. Why should they be licensed? Why should the government get to say whether or not they build that? If it's their land, they should be able to do whatever they want to with it. It's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. And if they somehow can't operate with the private landowners, then that's a signal to them that the market is not ready for what they're trying to do. So either you're taking money from them under the guise of a license, which is theft, or you're giving them a privilege of operating something that would not justify operating otherwise. Why does the government need to have their dirty little fingers over everything that these corporations are doing? Hypocrisy. That may be my new theme. Seems to be what I'm going on a lot. But hypocrisy. Two stark, vivid examples of how people don't believe what they say in the least. They just jabber, hoping that you'll like what they say.